Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 2 Remake. Wow, can you believe it's October already? Yeah, and in a week our new semester is going to start. Even though, of course, we're not really going to feel it because it's all digital learning. But I really can't wait for this year to be over. This year is like the craziest and worst ever, isn't it? Oh, and did everyone follow the whole President Trump COVID fiasco this week? Because if you guys didn't believe that the media has gone totally off the rail, then there's no better evidence than what happened this week. Because in the beginning of the week, starting from CNN and multiple other sources, which we all thought were credible, were saying that, oh, President Trump's close to dying and he's sicker than they're letting on and all that. And then by the end of this week, he's totally healed. Like, better than ever. Okay, maybe not better than ever, but yeah, there was nothing dangerous about his situation, and yet all those media were saying it was the end of the world, at least for him. And then the Taiwanese media copied everything from CNN and probably New York Times too, and then the German media too. I was so surprised. I mean, yeah, Taiwanese media have no credibility, but the German media too. Even though, to tell the truth, I felt that the German media, since it's state-sponsored anyway, they've been for the Democrats from the beginning. They've been pretty anti-Trump. It's very obvious. They like to harp on every little thing that Trump does wrong. Yeah. Damn, I hate that I have to watch out. Ooh, that was close. For the damn tyrant. Ugh, where is he? Sounds close. Where is he? Oh no. Okay, I have to go back to hiding again. Yeah. Sorry that I'll be doing a lot of this. But yeah, speaking of President Trump, I thought it might be interesting for you guys to know a bit more about the virus and the treatments. Because last semester, during our internal medicine lectures, our professor did get into stuff about COVID. Yeah, that's all I can explain it. But anyway, what you need to know is, like every other virus, when a virus infects someone, infects people, it needs to, enter the cell first. And for it to enter the cell needs to have receptor. Oh, by the way, I have to mention, if you shoot this zombie from here, yeah, he'll just fall off the rail. It doesn't kill him, but at least you get him out of your way. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Back to what I was saying. Yeah. So, most of the receptors for the coronavirus is in our upper airway. Or the first receptors for it is in our upper airway, like in our nasopharynx. So that's why, in mild cases, if the virus just docks in that area, then it doesn't get too serious. It gets more serious when the virus, that was stupid of me, gets deeper into your airway, all the way in your lungs. Then there are also receptors there that will help the virus dock in your lungs, and that could cause bigger problems than when it's only in your upper airway, because it affects your lungs directly. Yeah, and if you have read in the newspapers about, patients of COVID having diabetes or meningitis or other symptoms, it's not because this is some kind of super evil virus or whatever. It's only because the receptor for the virus is not just available in your airway. It's also available in your other organs. But normally, the virus doesn't affect your other organs because it doesn't spread that much. If it's restricted to your airways, and then it only affects your lungs and upper airway. But that usually only happens to, in severe cases when the patient is immune compromised or just not in a good way, then it gives the virus opportunity to spread in your body. And when it gets to other organs, then it could cause, for example, if it infects the pancreas, then it destroys the pancreas organ tissue and causes diabetes, because most of you probably know that the cause of diabetes is when your body either doesn't produce enough insulin or your body doesn't react to insulin anymore. And in these COVID-related diabetes, it must be because that the virus has destroyed your pancreas and it cannot produce insulin anymore, and that causes diabetes. So there's really nothing weird about that. That's the reason. And if it causes meningitis, because when it gets to the brain, then there are also receptors in the brain tissues that will... What the hell? Press the wrong button. That will affect destroy the brain tissues too. Yeah. So just to make that clear, that is why there are special cases of COVID that have other... Ooh, he's around again. Yeah, I have to always pierce my ears to see where he's at. So annoying. But like I said, that's how you get these unusual symptoms from some cases. Oh no! He's coming back. Oh crap. I'm trying to keep quiet, but... Oh, great. So much for that. Oh crap! Oh man! And I guess the flash grenade does not work on him, huh? That hurt a lot. Anyway, okay. And now, as for the treatment, there are a lot of medicines for different viruses, and some medicines you can use on different kind of viruses, because if it doesn't target specific receptors, then technically it applies to every kind of virus, because like I said in the beginning, every virus needs to, get into the cell in order to infect the host. Oh man, I'm doing so badly this time. I'm so sorry. This is embarrassing. Oh. I'm just wasting my escape items like crazy. Oh, there goes my grenade. Yeah. Anyway, and I guess the treatments that people are most curious about are, of course, hydroxychloroquine and remdesivir. Well, hydroxychloroquine is, of course, normally used for malaria, but the truth is, it works in it that it inhibits viral entry and endocytosis. Endocytosis is the process of the virus being, ingested by the cell so that it can enter the cell. So in this way, you can use it on other virus-related diseases too. But the reason that usually doctors don't just randomly use certain medicines on, other diseases which have not been proven of their effectiveness is because every medicine has side effects. So, unless you can be sure that the benefits outweigh the side effects, you wouldn't want to use a certain kind of medicine. But of course, I have not done any research on these things, so I can only tell you what I know about these things. As for, how well these medicine work, in the hospital. I mean, in real cases, you'll have to ask the doctors or researchers who have done the researches. Yeah. And moving on to remdesivir. Well, remdesivir inhibits the RNA polymerase. And what that is, once a virus enters your body, it starts replicating itself. Why didn't it just fall all the way down? What the hell is that? Was that just something to scare us? Well, that wasn't very successful, I'd say. Yeah, like I was saying, once the virus enters your body, the most important thing for it is that it needs to replicate. So in order to replicate, it needs, because I think for the COVID virus, it uses RNA as its genetic code, because it's different for different viruses. Some uses DNA, like humans, but others use RNA. And RNA polymerase is the enzyme or protein that replicates the RNA so that the virus can multiply. Yeah, that's the easiest way to explain it. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not very good teacher material. But anyway, remdesivir inhibits the RNA polymerase so that it can inhibit the virus from multiplying. Yeah, I'm trying to not shoot right now because I feel like the tyrant is near, and I don't want to draw his attention. I don't hear him. I guess I'm safe for now. Better get this out of the way first so that I'm not cornered. Yeah, that's about it. At least that's all I know about the virus. It's sad though, really, that I still have to talk about the virus. Well, obviously it's not going away anytime soon. At least not until we get a vaccine. And I say it's... Oh, crap! Damn. I thought I still had some escape items. Why didn't he use them? Yeah, I still have 2 flash grenades. What the hell happened? I really want to take care of all these zombies too. But firstly, I don't want to draw the tyrant's attention. And secondly, I'm just really low on ammunition right now. Is it just me, or does it seem like there's less ammo in Leon's campaign? Yeah, guess I just have to survive somehow. Well, in the real world, I blame the second wave on the incompetence of these European governments. Yeah, I know, these Europeans are just so used to roaming around the continent freely. But what's happening right now is a repeat of what happened earlier in the year. Does anyone still remember how this all happened? How the virus spread all over Europe? It's because of those people who came back from trips to Italy and Austria. And still, after things finally got better, the governments didn't take into account what happened earlier and just let everyone freely roam around. I mean, they should have implanted a quarantine when someone returns from a foreign country, like we're doing still in Taiwan. I mean, that's kind of half the reason why Taiwan is so relatively safe to the rest of the world. And all they say is that they don't want to be restricted, they want to be free. Well, how free are you going to be when a new lockdown happens? Yeah, it's selfishness of these people who have all that time and money to go out and have fun, and yet they want all of us to suffer for it. I mean, we even have to pay for their tests and probably their hospital costs too, because of the way the health system works here in Germany. Yeah, but what can I do? It's not my country anyway, I don't have any say in it. So I can only hide more in my own apartment, just like I always do. And that's probably the best advice to you guys to take care of yourselves and your family. No one else is going to do that for you. And not the government too. Oh, and one important point is that if you come come down here, all the way down here, once you go back up, the tyrant will be gone. Yeah, and that's why I went down there. Because I discovered that once you go down there and come back up, the tyrant just disappears. And that makes things so much easier. Okay, sorry about that little rant. The truth is, I was really angry about the shutdown earlier, or the lockdown earlier, because it affected my plans for the concert. Yeah, I kind of have to explain how it all happened. Like, actually haven't gone to classical concerts in like ages. I think the last time I went to a concert was when I was 11, or no, I think even younger, probably 6 or 7. And that was to a symphony. I don't even remember which symphony that was, or which orchestra that was. And I just remembered that even though I liked the music, I was kind of bored, so I think I fell asleep midway through. Yeah, but I've always been a classical music fan. Well, my parents didn't really affect me that much in this regard. My mom does play the violin, but she's no professional musician. She just played the violin when she was young. And yeah, that's about it. And my dad had no musical education whatsoever because, yeah, oh, what? Oh, crap. I'm trying to slowly walk away. Okay, oh, no, 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 no. That does not look like a good thing. Oh. Why does it never work for me? Oh, man. Okay, back to happier topics. Wow. That looks scary. Okay, why did I do that? I should not have drawn him over. Okay, I have to try to take care of him. Doesn't seem to be going well. Yeah, it just takes too many bullets to take care of him. Especially when I don't have a knife with me anymore. Oh, great. Now comes the other one. I don't think I have enough bullets to take care of him. Oh, great. Great. What a waste of those bullets. I should have just left. Oh, man. What good did that do? Yeah. Well, I was going to say, oh, damn, and he's still not dead. What was that noise? That sound he made, weird. And yeah, it's still on fire. I guess I have to take care of it myself later. Can't wait for Claire to do it. Seems like I still have to do everything myself. Yeah, enough of the whining and back to, yeah, classical music. But growing up, my parents bought those like classical music sets, and while we're riding in the car, we would listen to it. So I got to know most of the famous composers relatively early, like Beethoven and Mozart and Tchaikovsky. Is that the right way to pronounce his name? I'm not really sure. But yeah. And also Chopin. But I must say, in the beginning, because mostly I just listened to what my parents put on, and I must say they didn't like Chopin that much. So I wasn't that familiar with Chopin. And the reason I'm bringing this up is after I started learning to play the piano, and I heard Chopin one day while I was outside I think in a shop. I was like totally stunned by his music. I'm like, which composer is this? This doesn't sound like the normal, piano music I'm familiar with. Because if you compare the compositions of Mozart and Beethoven and Chopin, you'll find that Chopin is really different from all of them. His music just sounds different. And I was so drawn to it. I went back home and got through all our CDs and finally found out that that was Chopin that I heard. And maybe I should get a bit into my piano musical education as well. Well, it's nothing formal. It's kind of like, every other Asian family. Or should I say Asian families, like our parents, they all like to put us into these different classes, will make us learn all kinds of different things while we're little. And I was no different. Like my mom sent me to Yamaha to learn learn the keyboard, because I'm really impressed by these professional musicians, because I think most of them started on the piano right away. But me, I started with a keyboard first because I tried it. I still remember when I was a kid, I tried a piano and I felt that the piano keys are very heavy, for a child to play, because you have to really press on it hard. But a keyboard is relatively easy for a child to play. So I started on keyboards, and then I think I moved to the piano for real when I was 7 or 8. I forgot. Yeah, but once I started learning the piano, my mom got us tutors to, teach us one-on-one. But I think only my first piano tutor was any good, because she taught me like everything I know right now, like how to read the scores and how to correctly play the piano, I would say. All the other teachers after her were pretty shitty, to tell the truth. Yeah, because I especially remember this teacher I had after we've moved to Miaoli. All she ever does is tell me to play a specific piece that she told me to, practice at home. And then she simply listens and sometimes say, oh, you're supposed to, play it quieter or louder or faster, slower. But a lot of times she just leaves the room, and I don't know what she goes to do, because when I went to that teacher, I went to her home for the lessons. Yeah, see how much sacrifice we put into it. We're already paying her, and yet my parents had to drive me to her house and let her teach me there. But yeah, like I was saying, most of the time, oh man. Oh crap, and 2 at a time too. Too bad the bullets don't penetrate like they do in real world, or else I could take care of both of them at the same time. Oh crap, what the hell is wrong with me? My aim is so bad. Incredibly bad. Oh, out of bullets. Oh crap. What about the other guns? Oh, still have 6. Hope it's enough. Okay. Is he gone for good? Looks like it. Okay. What about that guy? Okay, not so important. Yeah, back to my story. Yeah, and she just leaves me there. Oh crap. So much. Oh, great. Finally a headshot for me. No one out here anymore, I think. Oh, and I can finally get the shotgun. Hooray. One more gun. Yeah, so like I was saying, she didn't really taught me much. That's all she did. And, So I guess I was wrong. I guess I didn't really discover Chopin. I mean, really fell in love with Chopin's music until I was 8 or 9, because by the time we moved to Miaoli, it was, yeah, around that time. And after hearing it, I went to the teacher because before it was always the teacher's job, to tell us what we're supposed to play and all that. But I really didn't like what she was asking me to play because all that time she was still babying me. So up until that time, I felt like I should move on to something more difficult, but she was still asking me to play these relatively easy ones. And then after I heard Chopin's music, I asked the teacher if she could teach me to play Chopin, and she asked me to buy a. Oh no, actually no. I myself bought a music score of Chopin's Waltz because the tune that I heard that I fell in love with right away was Chopin's first waltz. Yeah, and I asked her to teach me to play that. But instead of doing that, she asked me to play another one, which is, yeah, much simpler. But at that time, I didn't really like that piece, but because she asked me to play that one first, I just followed her instructions. And yeah, like I said, the whole time she still didn't teach me much. She just always asked me to practice at home and then show her and yeah, make these small comments. That's all she ever does. And the reason I say she's really incompetent was because at some point, I forgot when, but there's this piano certification program, Yamaha piano certificate program in Taiwan. And at some point, I thought I should see if, I've reached a certain level with my piano playing. So I registered for that. I forgot if I registered for the 7th or the 6th level. For this program, the lower the level, then the higher, the lower the number, the higher the level of your piano skills. But anyway, I barely got the certificate because my, what do you call it? Like my ability, the writing part, I did very badly. Because there are two parts to this certificate. Like you have to first take a test, and it's like any written test. They'll test you about certain scores and all that. And I did really badly on that because after my first piano teacher, none of the other teachers taught me anything more about scores. Reading them or other things that I should know about, and nothing. And then when I went back to the last piano teacher I had and showed her my score, she was like, wow, how did you do so badly on the written part? And I'm like, what the hell? You never taught me anything. How dare you tell me that I didn't do well on this? And I don't think she helped me all that much. Oh, great. I'm really just wasting all my escape items on these. Oh, great crap. I am really so sorry. This is beyond embarrassing. And it's so unfair that that grenade only took out that one zombie. It should have taken care of all of them. Yeah, nothing's fair. But anyway, yeah, back to Chopin. And yeah, the funny thing is, that's one of my advice to you people out there who have kids. If you're going to, let tutors teach your kids, it's a good idea for you to always sit there in the same room as your child with the tutor so that you know that the tutor is really teaching your kid and not doing some other crap. Because even though I knew exactly what the tutor was doing, that she wasn't really teaching me, I did not tell on her to my mom. Yeah, even to this day, I don't quite understand why I didn't do that. But I think at that time, I thought that if I told on her, then my parents would immediately like fire her, and that's a bad thing for her somewhat. So that's why I didn't tell on her. But yeah, what a waste of my parents' money, huh? It's not like we don't have a piano at home. I could have just practiced at home without her. But yeah, anyway, afterwards I thought that's when I told my mom I don't think I need a piano teacher anymore. I should just practice at home. But I kind of know, yeah, before I go on with this, I better say, I have a feeling we're going to have to fight the G monster again, right? Even though I took care of him as Claire. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I was thinking, maybe these piano tutors are all the same. Like, if you make it clear that you're not trying to become a professional musician, then they just try to, you know, slack their way through the lessons. Because they think you or your parents won't mind. Yeah, but anyway, afterwards, so that's basically how long I had a piano tutor. It's like until the 6th grade, and then I knew that schoolwork was going to get more intensive, and plus, yeah, that teacher really wasn't doing me any good. So I told my parents I didn't need those tutors anymore. I continued to play Chopin because I just really loved his music. Yeah, firstly because it just sounds more sophisticated than Beethoven or Mozart. It's not to say that I can play everything from Beethoven and Mozart. Yeah, some of their compositions are very difficult as well, but like Chopin's music just sounds better to me. And oh, and this is another point I like to bring up. It's like if you already have kids or you're going to have kids, it's important to, you know, if you want your child to be accomplished, to let them learn things early on. Because, yeah, I've also learned this in psychology. Oh, and here he comes, just as predicted. And he looks the same, just like when I met him as Claire. Damn. And how did I not get crushed right here? Yeah, that really hurt, I guess.
Jesus. Words won't work on this thing.
Duh. Oh. Kinda stupid for cornering myself. Oh, thank God he doesn't walk all that quickly himself. Oh, the eye! Aw, man. Am I getting the eye? I feel like I am. Not all that well, though. Oh, crap! Okay.
No choice. Gotta take it down.
What? And he's still not dead? That's weird. I thought this gun is very powerful. Could have gotten another shot in. Being a bit too careful. Huh? And then he just walked away? What? Did he not see me? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no, and I'm out of escape item. Oh, crap. But lucky that wasn't a kill attack. He could have just squashed my head like a melon. Uh-oh. Wrong way. Damn it. I got a lot of... Oh, crap, not again! Oh. Well, I guess it's deadly enough that it got me straight to danger. Oh, crap, I'm low on ammo. I get the I yay! Wow, good. And that does it. Bye. But I guess we'll see you soon. That's convenient.
Somebody's watching.
Oh, Ada? Oh, yay! Ada's coming. Yeah, so like I was saying, Chopin. Yeah, but there's no way in hell I'm ever going to play Chopin before anyone, before strangers, because I do it very badly. I think the only time I've played the piano in public is in church, and that was only because all the other students, because most of the students here, like Taiwanese students, are here for musical education. Yeah, most other people, they just go to English-speaking countries. So the ones who end up in Europe are usually the ones who major in what's it called? Not culture. Arts, yeah, arts and music. Yeah, and so a lot of them major in the piano. Is that how you say it? Major in piano? Yeah, whatever. So they are usually the ones that play in church, you know, when in the beginning of the service, Sunday service, we have to sing, right? So someone has to play the piano, and it's usually those music students. But during vacations, especially Christmas, a lot of them may be gone. So there were a few times, only 3 or 4 times, I think, that there was no one else to play the piano, so I had to do it. And that's the only time I've ever played piano in public. And yeah, that is also very embarrassing, because even though I practiced intensively beforehand, of course, but yeah, I think I'm crowd shy, so every time I play before people, I kind of panic and I make mistakes and all of that. So you're never going to hear me play Chopin. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure out more of the songs from Revelations, because I think those are the only pieces that are still worth playing from the BioHazard universe. I think all the other good ones I've already done. So maybe look forward to those, or else if they don't come up with better music, that's it for me. Okay, and I'm finally getting to the point. Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is, so last year during Christmas, I was kind of depressed, and I got into this Chopin craze. Well, before I bought a complete Chopin collection. Oh, wait, what's happening? Okay. Chief Irons is not going to appear. Uh-oh. What the hell? Who let the dogs out? I just had to say that. Yeah, it's such an old song.
Damn. Need a key card.
Yeah. Oh. I'm a dog person, but yeah, dogs that like these scare the hell out of me. Is this like a German Shepherd? Ooh.
Hey,
Ada, right?
Who is that?
stay sharp.
Yeah, Ada to the rescue. Wow. Scooby is strong.
Lower it. FBI.
What? She's FBI now?
Sorry. Thank you
I'm sure that's fake, but
for your help.
funny. No red dresses this time? Oh, I mean red dress.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Yeah, classical FBI.
Do yourself
Or should I
a
say
favor.
typical FBI?
Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
What's with the sunglasses though? It's so dark inside. Can you just see anything with that?
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
Oh, new area. Couldn't get in here while I was there. Oh. Prison. Where'd she go? Okay, not much in here. Oh yeah, back to my story. Kind of stupid story so far, sorry. Oh yeah, but I think I haven't quite finished explaining why I like Chopin so much. So I think those of you who know a little bit about Chopin will know that people like to describe his music as melancholic, and that's quite true.
Shit.
And I think that's one of the reasons I like him so much, because that kind of fits my own personality. Because I'm not a very cheerful person. Like, I have always been more of a negative person. Like, always expect the worst kind of person. And it's funny. I've asked my friend this before, and it kind of reflects how I think. Like, I asked her if she likes to listen to happy music when she's sad, or does she like to listen to sad music when she's sad. And the logic behind it is, some people when they're sad, they want to listen to happy music so that it makes them feel happier. But for me, I'm the person that's in the second category, as in I like to listen to sad music because then I can relate, or should I say, I think the music relates to how I'm feeling. And somehow that makes me feel better. Yeah, that probably doesn't make sense to people that belongs to the first category, but I belong to the second category. So that's why I like sad music. And yeah, I think Chopin has some of the saddest melodies you'll ever hear. And yeah, so because of that, I have a complete Chopin collection. But I must say, I really regret buying that collection. Not because I don't want a complete Chopin set. No, I've always wanted that, and I still want that. But I think I got the wrong set because I got the set that I later find out isn't, done by the best pianist, and the worst that was done. Oh, is that Ben?
Hello?
If I remember his name correctly.
Believe it, a real human. Hello, human.
You've been here long?
Hello.
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Are you kidding me? A few
That's
of
good
us?
news, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you have
Of course,
ghost friends?
Irons. You mean Chief Irons. Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
My
Bastard
feelings
that locked me in
exactly.
here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
Yeah, right, you
did.
idiot.
I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I did it in the
Oh,
same
but
place,
wait,
I
this is
guess.
different from the original. in the original, he locked himself in, didn't he?
I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me.
They could have just snatched him from his hand right there.
I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What's coming?
What's coming?
Yeah.
Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here.
Oh, crap. What? This is new. So it's Tyron this time? Oh, man. Oh, not this again.
Oh my god.
Oh, crap. And of course they had to show us that.
Who is that?
Still
just me.
Ada.
So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
Of course.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information.
Well,
used in
you
my
were
investigation.
you walked in
what he
here
said was
before
true.
me, so why weren't you here already?
Hey, you can't keep walking away from me.
Yeah, story of the year.
I don't even know your name.
I mean, tale
I'm Leon Kennedy.
of Leon's life. At least his relationship
Find
with
a way
Ada.
out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Do they usually just give you their name? Don't they usually tell you I'm
I guess the
agent
deal's on.
last name? Yeah, of course it's locked. Oh man, I do not want to see that mangled face again, okay? Okay, this should be useful. Oh, and this device has been moved here. Okay. Okay, now that I've explained my... Oh, no, I wasn't finished yet. Yeah, I was trying to say that it's really important to know which pianist is you're buying when it comes to your favorite composers, because it could really affect how you receive the composition. The greatest example was, of course, part of that complete collection is Chopin's concertos. Chopin has only composed 2 concertos, and in that disc that I listened to, the version that I heard, which is actually played by a very famous pianist, I forgot his name, but I think he started out his career very young, and he's like Russian. And he played it so badly, I refused to listen to that disc afterwards. So I didn't have a good first impression of Chopin's concertos. But yeah, now I'm getting to the point of what happened last year. So last year during Christmas, I was feeling very depressed again, and I was very bored, so I went into the Chopin craze. And what I was so crazy about was I started watching all the movies about Chopin and like trying to know more about his life. But because before I really didn't look into that, and I just listened to his music. But then I got to know him more, and then after all that, I still wasn't getting enough, and I thought, so there's this Chopin competition. I knew about it when I was learning the piano myself, because when I told my teacher that I wanted to learn to play Chopin, she was like, oh, would you like to participate in the Chopin competition one day? And that is the stupidest thing she has ever said, because I didn't know how big of a deal that competition actually is. It's like the most important piano competition, in the world. And my teacher mentioned it like it was some kind of child's competition, like I would ever reach that level. But anyway, I remembered about that composition and I was like, so maybe I should listen to how people played in that competition. Because before, I never really cared about who played the compositions I'm trying to listen to. But for this once, I was like, since they're supposed to be the best of the best, then I should listen to how they play it. And they really did not disappoint because, but I didn't start too early. I know there have been, I think, 19 or 20 compositions already. Fact check me on that because I didn't memorize the numbers, but I know there have been many competitions already, so I thought I should just listen to the latest ones, the most recent ones. So I started from 2000, and that was the year when a Chinese guy won it. Ooh, lucky me. Finally getting a break here. His name is Li Yundi, but yeah, so I listened to his concerto and I thought that was great. That was the first time I realized, wow, Chopin's concerto is so beautiful. I can't believe I didn't realize how beautiful it was before. Yeah, because that other crappy pianist totally ruined it for me. But then I moved on to 2005, and the winner of that year was a Polish pianist called Rafał Blechacz. And that guy amazed me even more, because I think that was the first time in my life that I listened, and not only did I get goosebumps, that happens a lot. Like when I listen to a good composition, I would get goosebumps. But that time, not only did I get goosebumps, I was so moved, I started crying. I mean, for real, not just a few tears crying, but like really crying and sniffing my nose crying. And I thought, wow, this guy can play this so well. And I just wanted to listen to all the other things he played. So I listened to all the pieces he played during the composition. And some of the pieces I've been listening to for a long time, on my old CDs, and it was just a revelation listening to him because it just sounded so much better when he played it. And plus, I think the way he plays the piano was like on another level, because when he played, I thought like I never heard the piano make that kind of sound before, so I was really impressed. And so I became a fan like instantly, even though I still listened to the winner of the next year. I think that was 2010. That was when a girl from Russia won, but I didn't like her renditions at all. Yeah, and then I also listened to the latest one, which was in 2015, and that year a Korean a Korean guy won, and I thought he did good, but yeah, no one was like that Blechacz guy. Yeah, since they're already trapped in the cages, I think I should just take care of them now and not have to worry about them coming after me later. Sorry, Snoopies. Bye.
What the fuck?
Leon's cursing too. Is there another one hidden somewhere? Here? No? Am I paranoid? Yeah, so anyway. And so all I wanted after that was to listen to BioHazard play in person. And oh, so I was wrong. This is not actually during Christmas, but a little bit before Christmas, I think, in November. And when I looked up his schedule, because he's still, relatively young, he's like 35, 34 at this point, so he's still, performing pretty regularly. And so I went to his website and tried to look up his touring schedule, and I discovered that he was actually in Taiwan, or he was going to perform in Taiwan in like 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, what? Because I heard that he rarely goes to Taiwan. Like, anytime he goes to Asia, it's usually to Japan only. And he was going to Taiwan, and I so wanted to be there, but couldn't because, of course, the semester was still ongoing. And this was before COVID, so I had to be present for all my classes. So I just told my parents right away, like, do you know, I just discovered this great pianist, and he's in Taiwan right now. Maybe you guys should go listen to him. Okay, maybe I didn't say that to my mom. I said that to my dad, yeah. Because I talk to my parents every day, but mostly it's to my dad because my mom goes to sleep earlier. So she leaves the talking to my dad. But yeah, my dad is not that much of a classical music fan. I mean, he appreciates classical music, and he likes listening to my piano playing, of course, because he's my dad. He'll appreciate anything I do. But anyway, but he was just listening and like, okay, yeah, I guess. Maybe if next time he comes here... Is there something? Okay, whatever. What happens will happen. And then you can go, ooh, that automatic saving sign again. That's never a good sign. Something gonna jump out. Okay, I guess I have to take care of this first. Hope I don't waste too much time on this. Yeah, anyway. So that concert came and went. And it was only after the his concert in Taiwan that I was able to tell my mom, like share with my mom his music, and my mom listened to... Oh. Where is he? I only see his shadow, but where is the dog? What? Did he get out of the vent? I didn't know the dogs could climb the vent. Ooh. Where did he come from? Oh, that was a waste. I think one shot is enough to take care of them. Right. Is that it? I think so. I don't hear anything. Yeah, so anyway, my mom listened and she was pretty impressed by his playing as well, and she was like, I would like to go to his concert. And I'm like, what? I should have told you rather than Dad then. Then she could have gone. And now I regret that even more because, yeah, at that time there was no COVID, and he actually stayed after the concert to sign albums for all the fans. So even though I couldn't listen to him in person, my parents could have gotten his autograph for me. Instead, none of that happened. But then, at that time, I was already looking forward to his concert in... Ooh. What? Don't hide. Come out. Oh, is he like stuck there? Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, like I was saying, at that time I was already excitedly planning for to visit his to go to his next concert. But I looked at his schedule and because he still lives in oops, wasted one. Oh, here I go again wasting the bullets. Damn, too trigger happy. Sorry. Anyway, oh, like I was going to say, like I said, Mr. BioHazard is Polish, so, but it's kind of surprising that he still lives in Poland, because you know most of the accomplished pianists once they win in a big competition like the Chopin competition and their careers take off, they move to like bigger countries, or should I say more powerful countries like the US or Switzerland or even Germany, but he didn't do that. He stayed true to his country and stayed in Poland. I'm very impressed about that part too. But anyway, because he still lives in Poland, he visits Germany fairly often, so that's a good thing for me. And but he doesn't give as many concerts as all the other musicians, so that's a downer. And at that time, I saw that his next concert was in February in Berlin, and I could have gone to Berlin. I mean, Berlin's not that far away. Actually, anywhere in Germany isn't all that far away when I take the ICE. But the thing was, I knew that by then I would already be in Taiwan, so I couldn't go to that one. And I looked up his schedule and saw that look up the other times he would be in Germany, and I decided that I would go to a concert that was in June. And that was a concert in which he would play Chopin's concerto, which is, of course, a dream to hear that in person. But I also found out that he was going to be in Düsseldorf, which is, of course, the concert I eventually went to. And since Düsseldorf is so close to Cologne, it wouldn't take me that much effort to go there, so I thought I might as well buy a ticket to that concert as well. Even though at that time I wasn't all that excited about that concert because that concert was a chamber music concert. And if you don't know what chamber music is, it's basically a handful. Damn, I was going to get that key. Oh crap, now he's in the way. I have to take care of him. What? Crap! Are you kidding me? Shotgun works as well on the zombies as the what do you call it? Grenade gun. Yeah. Which is useless. That sucks. Because all I seem to have bullets of is for the shotgun. All's quiet on this front. Wait, am I going the right way? Oops. I think I'm lost again. Better check the map. Okay. Yeah, so, I was explaining what chamber music is. It's a handful of musicians working together. It's like small scale. So, and oftentimes it's a pianist with another musician. And in this case, it was a pianist and a violinist together. Oh, I reacted well this time. Good stuff. And I wasn't all that excited about that concert because usually, even though in these chamber musics, like the violinist and pianist are supposed to work together and they have like equal footing, but I feel like when the piano is working with the violin, a lot of times the piano becomes kind of like an afterthought. Like people will focus more on the violin because of its high pitch. Yeah, so I was looking more forward to his recital, but since those were the only concerts that were available at that time, and because I also have to consider my classes when it comes to these concerts, so I thought those two were the ones that I could go to at that point. But then, yeah, after COVID happened, most of the concerts were canceled or being rescheduled. But I was holding out hope that my concerts wouldn't be affected because that was in the beginning of April, and I thought there would be ample time between April and June for everything to die down, especially in the middle of May, things were becoming quite well. But yeah, eventually the one with the orchestra was canceled. But thankfully, the one with the chamber music was simply rescheduled till November. And that was actually a good thing because after they rescheduled, they asked us to buy the tickets again because I think they had to rearrange the seating for it to conform to the COVID rules. And like I said, when I first bought the tickets for the chamber music concert, I viewed it like a filler concert, so I bought the cheapest tickets possible. And after they canceled the first one, and I realized that that chamber music concert seemed to be the only concert left in the year because even the other concerts in Europe were being canceled. So I realized that was the only concert left. I decided to buy the most expensive tickets available. By the way, I've already hit the 1 hour point, so I should save soon. But I'm kind of thinking I'll save at the save room with the dark room. Yeah. Yeah, so continuing my story. So I was waiting right there the day they started selling the tickets again, right in front of the computer, waiting for the exact time that the tickets went on sale. But somehow, the first few minutes, the website just didn't work. Maybe there are a lot of other fans like me. Yeah, because by the time the website finally worked for me, all the good tickets were gone. Like, tickets in the first section were gone 80%, and the only ones left. Oh, crap. Okay, I guess I'll just save here then, because it'll be too much trouble to get past those guys. Well, I guess I'll continue my story next time then. Until then, take care, bye.